welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a video on apricot perfumes. You guys, I know I love my fruity perfumes, not a popular thing here on the internet. Most like fragrance YouTubers aren't that into fruity fragrances, but I don't care, I am. So this is going to be all about apricot and apricot blossom perfumes. If you're new here, then welcome. We are all about perfumes here. I have hundreds of videos, so check them out. And if you're a regular and you haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button. Show your support. It really helps me out and means a lot to me. So apricot, of course, is a very warm, fruity note. You can have dried apricots as a sort of winter note, or that fresh, juicy apricot as a spring, summer note. And to me, they are kind of like a plum, an apricot, a nectarine, that type of vibe, where it's fruity, but it's not sugary fruity, it's a warm fruitiness. So the first one I'm going to talk about is from Guerlain, Le Petit Robe Noir, and they have so many flankers. In fact, I've done a video all about the different flankers, and I have some of them. And they're one called Pelisse, which kind of, I think, means pleats in French, or pelisse. They're all different kind of black dresses, and then this one has pleats on it, and basically it's a different smell. So what this is a beautiful warm apricot with almond. So the signature Le Petit Robe Noir is a cherry almond. So this one, being an apricot almond, means it's not quite as sweet with that cherry. It's more warmer, and that works very well with the warmth of an almond. There's also a black tea note in here, which helps keep it slightly green and fresh. And there is still cherry, but the apricot is much stronger than the cherry. It's all about the apricot. And the thing is with these perfumes is they're beautifully made, they're beautiful bottles, and I really would recommend them because they're just a bit different, but they're also really good quality. Guerlain makes really good perfumes, so definitely recommend the Pelisse one. So every year the Marc Jacobs Daisy range have limited editions, and this year their Daisy Love limited edition, called Days, Daisy Love Days, comes in a orangey apricot coloured bottle, and it is an apricot smell. Apricot is absolutely the main note. I quite like Daisy Love Original, but this Daisy Love Days is actually, I think I prefer it because of that apricot. It makes it that it's a pure warm apricot. It's sweet, but it's still warm. And of course the bottle looks really cool. I think it looks cool in all that orange colour. There's a little bit of amber and osmanthus in here, but basically it is apricot all the way. These will be discontinued this year in 2020, so get this now before it goes. And as always, guys, I will leave the links down below to where you can get these perfumes in the UK, Europe, US and Australia. So one here that I wanted to call out is Jimmy Choo Floral. Now this has nectarine as the main note, but it also has apricot blossom. And because nectarine is quite similar to apricot, I think the two work really well together. It smells so good. If you love that kind of nectarine apricot type vibe, that peachy vibe, definitely recommend this. It is an eau de toilette, but it is quite good. It lingers, it stays on your clothes and your hair. It's not one of these eau de toilettes that just disappears. I think this is probably the best performing eau de toilette from the Jimmy Choo range, I'd say. So definitely recommend. And you know, the bottle's very cool with this green, and you know, I do love it. And it's not really floral, it's apricot blossom, but and nectarine. So this year Zara released these eco-friendly perfumes, and one called Feels Like Summer, it comes in bright yellow packaging, is really apricot-y, and these are really cool. I did a video all about them actually, and basically you can get big refills, and then you just top up these small little handbag sized bottles, and it's a bit more eco-friendly way of getting your perfume. And of course, as always, Zara is very affordable. So here you've basically got apricot and a bit of orange, so it feels like that sort of burst of sunshine, that bright summery day, like bright apricot, it's all these like orange coloured notes. It smells like the colour orange, the colour of the sun. So very good apricot and very affordable. I think these are like 10 or 15 pounds or something. Another quite well-known apricot was the Fame perfume that came out from Lady Gaga. Now, I think she might have discontinued this. I don't really understand what's going on, and now she's bringing out makeup, but this was very popular. A lot of people liked it, so I'm surprised that it's been discontinued. Anyway, it was apricot, but it was also incensey, so you have to like incense to like this perfume. It was a warm honeyed apricot, and then the incense came through, so that helped it last and it gave it a good presence. But I personally don't like incense, so I didn't end up getting this, even though I loved the apricot in it. One really lovely apricot, very delicate and pretty, from Givenchy is the Dahlia de Nuit. You guys know I've talked about these quite a lot as quite like an underrated perfume range. You don't hear about them much, but they're very classy. They're kind of like a Coco Mademoiselle type smell. This one is an eau de parfum, and it is a apricot predominantly, and then there's a bit of a powdery osmanthus behind it. So this feels very delicate and pretty and expensive. It feels very elegant, and you can usually get these at really good prices. Like, I'll find it you guys at a good price down below, but I don't really understand why these and all the other Givenchys really aren't more popular, because they're really good perfumes and really classy smells, well thought out smells. And yeah, this is no exception. If you like your apricots but you want something that's quite classy rather than something that's like a fruity cocktail, then this is really good for you. And if you like Coco Mademoiselle, I think you'd like this. Jo Malone has a new one out in 2020 called Silk Blossom. It has a purpley colour to the bottle, but it's actually an apricot perfume, and it has these like silky powdery notes in, and oak moss, which is kind of green. So this is kind of like an apricot, but then this sort of smell of like tree bark and kind of ambery type smells, but predominantly it's apricot, smells like apricot, but it's a little bit aromatic, a little bit green, quite a complex smell, but the main one's apricot. And then one that I do really like, it's not particularly classy smell, but it's a fruity tropical punch smell, and that is Sexy Ruby from Michael Kors. This one is apricot and raspberry, so it's sweet, it's a fruity punch, it's like a party smell, it's a very young smell, but I can't resist it. I love these kind of punchy smells. It does have a bit of rose in there that comes through in a bit of like a suede-y, leathery type undertone, but predominantly it's raspberry and apricots. And then finally, to shout out Burberry Woman, the original Burberry fragrance from a long time ago. This is apricot, vanilla and peach. So peach, apricot, very similar. And so this is a very warm smell, but it is very vanilla-y, and vanilla-y is stronger than the apricot here, but the two do work well together. And similarly, Dolce Vita from Dior, one of their classics. This again is peach and apricot, but more than anything, it's a vanilla cinnamon. So you have to like cinnamon for this, it's very cinnamony. So that's it, that's my rundown of apricot perfumes. You guys let me know what your favourites are. Do you have any others to add to this list? I'm sure you do. I can't remember if the Body Shop did an apricot range at some point, probably did. They seem to do everything. And keep your requests coming for videos down below in the comments. I do read all your comments. But that's it guys, so thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!